Hey everybody, so you probably took one look at my eyes and asked yourselves, what year does she think this is? 1967? But I did this because I wanted to review this liquid eyeliner I've been using for a long ass time. It's called Maybelline Ultra Liner. It's waterproof. I've had this, don't even ask me how long I've had this bottle, you don't want to know the answer. But, so what it is basically, it's a bottle. It says it's waterproof, and I have a little applicator thing like this. And what you can do is you can try and get, ooh, I can't draw that well. What you can do, try to get a thin line or a thick line or a thin line, and see, you can tell right now that I'm really sick and tired of this eyeliner. It took me forever to do this. Don't ask me why, I just felt like doing it. But now I'm going to have this stuff stuck on my hand for the rest of the night. But as you can tell, if I try to draw a line, it doesn't last. The product goes, look, it's like fracking. It is terrible. I've always disliked this eyeliner for a multitude of reasons. A, the brush sucks. It really stinks. It is not felt tip. It is bristles. Bristles splay like mush if you're not careful. It makes it very hard to draw a line and have it even. Like, watch. I'm going to try drawing a line right on my knuckles and see if it's going to be even. Hardly. It's so difficult to use. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It is really difficult to get a precise line unless you really, are experienced at applying this kind of thing. And now I'm going to have a really hard time getting this off my hand. This dries very quickly, so if you mess up, you really don't have a lot of time to fix it. So you pretty much have to go over it, or you feel the urge to go over it, and then you make it even worse because you make the line thicker than you want it to be, and then it ends up absolutely ridiculous looking. But anyway, I also found that this stuff flakes like crazy. I mean, you see how I applied it. It doesn't fill in all the way. This used to be black, all black in that little diamond thing. It took me forever to draw that on my bottom lash line, to get it to be that thin. Because every time you try and draw a really thin line, the bristles splay, or you accidentally apply too much pressure. And you keep having to re-dip it because the product leaves right away. It is bleh. On the bright side though, it is waterproof. It doesn't smudge at all. Like, yeah, not coming off. I'm screwed. But this is definitely one of those liquid eyeliners that you have to be really, experienced. Blah, enough rambling. But anyway, so yeah, pros, doesn't smudge, really rich dark black color, not watery super black. Not as black can be, but whatever. Cons. Applicator tip sucks. I wish this were felt tip or something to make it like a marker. But even if you, and also, you know, the bristles aren't exactly cut evenly. One is much longer than the other. So while you make it a nice thin line, it ends up being really, starting off as really thin and then progressively get thicker or something like that. When you try so hard, see how it starts very thin and it progresses and gets really thick. It splays. Please save your money. Buy the, I heard that the Revlon Color Stay liquid eyeliner, the one in the pot, is very good. I've just always had such a hard time applying this stuff. And the fact that it dries so fast really doesn't let you, it really doesn't allow you to fix any mistakes. I mean, I guess there are pros and cons to it drying really fast. But I remember I put this on a couple weeks ago and I wore it to class and it flaked by midday and I really wasn't feeling it. Maybe that's because my bottle was super duper disgusting and old. Seriously, you don't even want to know, like, but very nice formula, but the brush just makes it so difficult to apply because you can never get a precise line. It always ends up being uneven and much thicker than what you wanted. So anyway, I guess this is probably my first negative review. Yeah, really. I wish I had saved my, I remember when I bought this, I had the option of getting either this one or the one that came in, like, you know, the little oil well thing. And I chose this one only because it had, you know, 0.25 fluid ounces. The other one didn't have as much product in it. I think I should have gone with the other one. Looking back years into the past. I mean, it is really, I mean, any liquid liner you can achieve a cool, crazy, cat-eyed, you know, look like this, or something very thin and sophisticated. But it's a lot easier with any other, not any other, but this certainly is not going to make your life any easier. Anyway, yeah. I'm saving up for the Revlon Color Stay. I'm also thinking about looking at eBay for some, you know, what was that brand? LA Colors, or I haven't heard anything about, I don't know. I heard that L'Oreal is pretty good too, but Revlon Color Stay has been getting rave reviews and I really want to try that. So anyway, I hope this helped you decide not to buy this. Don't. Bad. But on the other hand, it does make your eyes look really cool. I mean, I'm no pro at applying liquid eyeliner. I've always had a very hard time. Maybe the reason why I've always had such a hard time applying liquid eyeliner is because I have this piece of crap product to deal with. If the brush was felt and not, you know, fabric and splayed and everything, if the applicator was not a brush, this would be amazing. But because it's a brush that's cut unevenly and splays and is really too flexible, it sucks. See y'all later.